Welcome to my channel Mispronounced Adventures, and welcome to Nordkapp, the most northerly point in Europe. This is Joel. He's currently abandoning us, but he needs to go pick up a starter motor, because he's not had a starter motor for the last 3 weeks and he needs to get bump started every day. So he better not shut down his engine. This is me, and I made these silly marks. Unrelated, this is also the last time the power steering in my van has worked properly. But let's go back to early this morning when we woke up in Nordkapp. All the other personal vehicles are now starting to arrive to Nordkapp. Good thing I got my drone footage just in time. This is quite the sticker tag advertising this person's OnlyFans. Nice. And then some crazy lunatics turned up, which did something I didn't know was possible. Their vehicles had more lights than my van and Wheels Adventures van combined, which is saying something because I love lights. Get medals. We didn't get medals. We didn't even get in the building. It was €30 or 300 knock to go in there. We just wanted a coffee, but I know you have to pay 300 knock to get in the building. Then you've got to buy your coffee. Right, time to leave Nordkapp. We shall stop visit. Weather's reasonable for the rest of the day, but we want to get out of here before it gets a bit slippy. Okay, it's cooling down tonight. But fun to visit with other people, you know, it just makes a nice change experiencing some cool goal and objective with others. And then this massive rally turned up. Right, should we give it a go? Right, it is quite sleek. Well, I finally succeeded in being a hooligan. It certainly helps if you turn the traction control off. Also, I'd like to apologise to my power steering pump, which didn't really feel like it enjoyed it afterwards. The steering was definitely quite heavy for a few minutes after me mucking about. Fake. That could be a good option to us. Cafe. Oh yeah. With Joel abandoning us so he could drive 8 hours to finally pick up his new starter motor, Nellie, Ryan and I found a Christmas themed cafe, gate crashed a cruises tour group where we ate their waffles and drank their coffee before carrying on south. Currently following Ryan, he's doing a drone tracking shot. afternoon hanging out in Hollingsford. Haven't got that much footage, but went for a few coffees and we saw this really big crab in the harbour. And now I'm going to head back down the road and into the interior of Norway, or even maybe Finland tonight. There's that wonderful area where I hid from the fire extinguishers. Fairly certain that those fire extinguishers were not there when I got here. Ah, good memories. Yeah, it is. Well, the snow's definitely starting to come down a bit. All being well, we'll get off this coastal bit in the next 20 odd. Well, we'll get to Aldersford in 20 miles, and then another bit of coast, and then we'll go inland. So we'll probably see a bit less of the snow. Been stuck at this tunnel for a while, but I think that Norwegian's just giving up and going to drive through. I think they're giving up for the lights, so they're just going to go. We'll see what this guy does. We'll give it a few minutes. If he gets sent back around again, we'll find out.
What was that?
They're making a move. Fucker.
Go easy, go slowly. Go on. Try to ease off really gently if you can. Try not to spin them because that's what causes it to lose grip. I'm going to move back a little bit for you so you can get back. I told you.
Good. Oh well, we got there.
Yeah, that's just where four-wheel drive just makes such a difference.
Yeah, I presume you put it in 4-wheel then.
Yeah, like I was testing it when I was behind you and I had the same problem as you in 2-wheel, even with 4 wheels on the back.
So with any sort of momentum, that hill is easy to do in 2-wheel drive. Probably 2-wheel drive, front wheel and rear wheel, but getting this amount of weight on that ankle to start in just rear wheel drive is a little bit tricky. Got there eventually. We carried on driving south into the night for a few hours and nothing eventful happened. And then something eventful did happen. Probably the most scenic breakdown ever. I'm getting all the warning lights. My cruise control went off, and then I've had ABS, skid, parking message. Right, what are my active messages? AdBlue low, I know AdBlue's low. Parking pilot malfunction. Hill start assist off. Hopefully it will just clear it. Odd, very odd. Why? I don't know what's up. This might need investigation. Right, well, the issue's gone. We got an OBD reader on, looked at codes, and so there's a communication error with the ABS module, which means I then lose everything. The ABS, which uses the ABS module's information, which is like hill start, cruise control, traction control, and probably some other stuff as well, and ABS. and then cleared it, didn't go away, then drove off, and within 50 metres it cleared, it's gone away. So it may well be that, well, my friend who I called up, who's got a transit as well, said potentially something blocked or upset one of the individual sensors, and if it can't get 4 sensors, then the ABS is effectively useless, so it just knocks the entire system off. And then if it was a bit of ice or something blocking it, then we've just melted it out, or it's just worn off. Feel free to update me on information on why, or potentially it's a loose connection or why, who knows, we'll look in a few days. Right, so currently approaching the Finnish border.
I don't know if Joe's got anything.
Right, so approaching the Finnish-Norwegian border. So none of these borders normally, apart from that one last year, have I ever been checked at. But I don't have a passport because I lost it, and I've got the police documentation to say that I've reported it lost. I've got the email from the government, from the UK government, to say that I've reported it lost, and that I need to. And I've also got some emails with the Norwegian embassy, but I don't know if I'm actually allowed to cross the border. I'm going for that I'm in Schengen, I'm in the Schengen zone, and that the people at the border are customs, not a border control. That might be wrong. I don't know if I'm, yeah. I mean, also, I could stay in Norway for the rest of the trip, but I do want to do, there's things I want to go do in Finland, and I think I want to go in Sweden. And no one's checked my passport going between all these countries anyway, so hopefully it won't be an issue. We'll see. And if not, I can just drive around and go to a different border where they hopefully won't check. Right, crossing into Finland, I think. It is. Oh, wait, no, is this Finland? Yeah, this is Finland. No, it's not. Okay, no one. This is not Finland. I thought this was Finland. This is not Finland. Right. Entering Finland. Well, no one stopped me.
Not even anybody there, was there?
No. Well, we're in Finland. And nobody stopped me. And then we drove into the night and kind of had a few days off. I had video editing to catch up on. Joel had to find a starter motor for his Ford Transit somewhere in the Finnish wilderness. And Ryan and Ellie of Wheels Adventures had some editing and some work to catch up on. So we went back to Ivalo and we returned to the mountaintop park up from a few videos ago, where I got to witness the Northern Lights. Joel, the absolute madman in -14, swapped a starter motor for a Ford Transit and finally got the vehicle running again. It started. Joel did replace the starter motor today in the van. Hopefully that's fixed the issue. We had a nice few days relaxing, and then we found something we've been after for a long time. A bar. Beer, doner kebab, and reindeer and blue cheese and pineapple pizza. But a bar which served the cheapest pints we'd come across in the whole trip, €6.50. Well, still with Joel, Ryan and Ellie, and we are going to a campsite near Sarasota. I mean, they've got saunas and other bits and bobs, and I think they need to do some washing. So yeah, it'd be nice to go to a campsite and hang out for a day or two, and then hopefully explore a little bit more of this area, because it's cold in a few days' time. It should be about -20 odd. Should be good. And then yeah, figure out what to do from there. And we had a nice day and evening on the campsite. I discovered if you go for a shower in the shower block and then walk back in -20, your hair freezes. I don't know if this comes across on camera, but my hair has frozen on the walk back from the shower. Oh dear. The following morning I stayed on the campsite for a while to film sections of my Roma Batteries Extreme video, which you can see elsewhere on the channel. And Joel's bad luck continues. Whilst he has his new starter motor, his engine preheater's pump snapped in half, so he now has no engine preheater on a -27 morning.
Almost.
Eventually, he got it started. And the difference between no engine preheater and an engine preheater is pretty profound.
It's alive!
They headed off for a day of skiing in Sarasota, and I joined them later on.
Right, -23, engine preheater is slowing down. Apart from running a bunch of warning lights which all faded. No problem at all, let's leave it idling for a few minutes and get ready to go.
So I carried on to Sarasota to film the last little bit of my battery video. I've been having fun today recording my video about the Roma Extreme Series batteries. A bit of a chilly one. And this is also where we're going to be camping for the night. However, a funny little incident's happened here. I use Apple AirTags in my rucksacks to keep an eye on them. However, I used one of my rucksacks to transport the battery to the location for filming, and the AirTag fell out. I only discovered this after I got back to the UK, that one of my AirTags is still sitting atop of the mountain in Sarasota, crying out to me once or twice a week of its location. So if anyone's in Sarasota and wants to rescue it, feel free. Or next winter we've got a rescue mission on our hands for Arctic Series Round 3. And that's pretty much going to end this episode here. Thank you very much for joining me. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, consider giving the video a like or even comment. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel. You'll be able to find out what I had to do to this vehicle to modify it to be work up in these conditions, or follow the Arctic series, this one or last winter's one. This whole series is being supported by Roma, which is another way you can support the channel. I've been testing some of their Extreme Series batteries, which are cold weather lithium, which is kind of great for this environment up here. Because of that, I have an affiliate link with them, which is in the description below. And purchases using that either on their Extreme Series or their normal batteries. That helps my channel out and helps me fund silly trips up here to the Arctic. But thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.